Speed is the order of the day here in Operation Crystal Moon.
Come in, HQ. Big Sky has reached the outer marker. Approaching the crash site now. Strike team is awaiting your orders.
Affirmative, Big Sky. Strike 1 is free to engage hostile targets at the crash site.
So, Operation Crystal Moon, a crash scout, so we're here for meld and captures, meld and captures. You know we're getting down with the meld and captures. Well, really, the top priority for this mission is actually training. So remember that last mission where I said it's only ever meld and captures? I lied, we're here for training. Meld and captures be nice, and we can of course go for meld and captures. We've got some fast runners presumably somewhere, and we have Denny here with a vanilla, just a plain SMG. Because he's going to be doing capturing, he's going to be doing grenadiering, he's going to be doing battle scanning. No real time for shooting, and we're running low on weapons anyway because we're not bringing the alien auto laser. We're not bringing the laser auto, the laser strike rifle, and the auto laser on scouts and gunners respectively. Anyway, we've got 5 very low-ranked troops being babysat by Tech Sergeant Denny, by Captain Kimichi and Corporal Onju, who isn't really much of a babysitter in himself at the moment. So either way, let's get rolling. Towards the edge of the map this way. We're starting right in the middle of the map edge. So what Denny's going to do...
I'm on it, Commander.
This music is very foreboding, very loud. So we are going to, I think... check our flanks so we can continue beelining towards the UFO.
Sweeping.
Wasn't really expecting anything to be showing up there. This could be another mission where it's just a small pod of, say, 3 floaters or whatever and the outsider. Who do we actually want to go first? Kimichi with the LMG? I don't know why I brought Kimichi with an LMG on a fast-moving mission. But anyway, we're going to start beelining towards the UFO.
Heading there now.
Important to keep our socks in good positions. Important to keep Onju and Denny near the front. And I suppose it's important to keep Kimichi in a good position. I actually gave... This is how optimistic I am. I gave Kimichi a laser sight to bring our accuracy up to 69. And that's how optimistic I am.
I've got my eyes on.
Roger that. Scanning.
And then... Oh, we're not going to be moving that fast if we have to steady and skip all the turns. So floaters.
Okay.
You know what? I'm not going to risk a battle scanner if Denny has to stand outside the cover. So we're going to move up to here, move up to there next turn, battle scan inside the UFO. Unless this activates, of course, which it might. Little glitch there. We're still recording, right? We're still on air, right?
Roger, Dodger.
Come on, Larry. That
Heading
sounds
there
like
now.
the name of somebody who might work in
On the move.
film and recording. Who'd be a camera guy.
Okay.
Come on, Larry. We've got to get this show on the road. So let's get bros up to higher ground. Imagine if I could sing. Imagine how good this series would be.
I'm on the move.
Imagine if I knew songs as well. That would be an improvement. That was kind of the Red Hot Chili Peppers higher ground, but I really don't think it was. Not recognisably. So they are on our left flank. I wouldn't mind a floater capture. That is some terrific Overwatch from that one person. Who was that? That was Anarch. I knew I was making a good choice making Overwatch infantry, making Overwatch medics. Right, if we could rocket these two, that'd be beautiful. I mean, it's probably going to be a bit difficult. It'll be an airburst rocket. An airburst rocket for sure. But if we can take those two out, we can concentrate and suppress this one. Oh, Warsocks, how I haven't missed you. It destroyed the cover at least. Could go across grenade it. Could grenade that cover as well. So we don't actually have a good squad for fighting here, which is our problem at the moment. Where is Kamichi? That's bros. Kamichi, great position. Could suppress both of these. We are close to getting flanked by both of these guys though. So I think I will suppress both of them with danger zone suppression. We can maybe get a capture attempt on one of them next turn. Denny can grenade this one. We can follow up with, say, bros. Have we got anyone else with grenades? Oh, what? What's my infantry doing with an AP grenade? How much attention was I actually paying? Well, we can't actually throw an AP grenade that far anyway. So there's a flashbang we can throw. Smoke grenades we could pull out. So yeah, let's concentrate. Higher health one. Well, it doesn't matter if you're just going to miss easy shots. What owned you got actually? Well, he's just out the sick bay. He knows what it looks like. It'll be fine if he goes back in. That drastically reduces the risk of getting flanked for these guys, so we can now concentrate on this guy with Denny grenading. This is UFO armor for cover, but it's still very slim. Oh, we could really do with capturing that guy though. But then we could kill him and easily try and capture the other guy. Anarch. If you can kill this guy, we'll go for a capture.
Taken care of.
That just leaves Ryuzaki to come round here. What are you going to do, Floater? The choice is yours.
They're starting to lose ground.
He's going to run. If he gets overwatched, he made his bed, he can live in it. Wouldn't have minded a floater capture, but not at the cost of training up. Right now, at least. Not at the cost of getting some sweet meld.
Alien object in sight.
And we're already up to this meld, it doesn't matter. We're going to go straight for the outsider.
Sweeping.
It's right at the back. We've got 2 turns for Onju's running gun to come back.
Heading out.
So 2 turns for everyone to move up. That sounds about right.
Reloading.
On the move.
I mean, there could still be more contact on the map. I do doubt it.
Я пошел. За дело.
Wouldn't mind a capture on the big guy, the outsider as well. At this early stage, you could do with as many captures on the outsider as you can handle. Because it takes... Oh, there we go. Right, there's 3 meld cans on this map. If we hurry up, we can maybe get all of them. So if we can get a capture next turn, then that's great. Then that's beautiful.
Affirmative. Moving out.
If we can't, then we can't. And it's just going to be one of those things.
Time to motor.
Time to motor. Kamichi. That's potentially activating. Let's just move him to where Anarch is.
On the move. Unterwegs.
Move Bros down, move Kamichi over.
Bigger.
On the move.
Arsoc's all the way up. Just going past the 10-minute mark on this mission. I want a sub 10-minute mission at some point. Come closer. Wunderbar. So Onju definitely has him. Denny's definitely in range. So it's just trying to whittle him down and not kill him, is what we're doing now. Can Kamichi see him? Get that holo one, my son.
Suppressing fire.
There'll be captures before we're done. So I'm gonna keep Onju back to guarantee the kill. Move in ballistic pistol. We can't get a flank, so might as well just move here. Another ballistic pistol could kill it. I'm inclined just to move in with Denny at the moment, go for a capture.
Heading there now.
If we don't get it, we don't get it, we just kill it and we get all the meld. 42%.
Subduing target.
Sir, you are resisting arrest. I'm afraid you have to come with us, sir. Sir, I'd actually rather Anarch get the kill.
Moving out.
Sir, please.
Negative.
All mission
Weapons
objectives
dry.
completed.
5 aliens. All the melds, some of the training, none of the captures. So that's like 2 out of 3. Who's gotten promoted? Everyone, let's go.
I'm glad to see
Oh!
our troops aren't hesitating to wipe out the aliens.
I was kidding.
Yes, I shouldn't have expected any.
Denny! I was actually kidding. I was expecting nowhere near that amount of promotions. That's beautiful. So we've got a lot to do within this video then. So Bros is now up to snapshot. This means he can move and shoot. So with his high mobility and high aim, and when he gets down to this level, the very last level he'll have in the zone, he will be a stone cold killer. Rapmanage. He's not going to be an Overwatch build. He's going to then take Executioner. Executioner can be very good. Anarch. His aim isn't that high. It didn't actually improve by that much just there, but even still, covering fire will improve it quite a bit. And he's going to be an Overwatch medic. Septic Onju. I think he's just more of my standard type of assault, and he can go for close encounters or hit and run depending on what I like, and I like hit and run. Collateral Kamichi up to double tap. Tectonic Arsocks up to shredder ammo. Ryuzaki. What was I doing with Ryuzaki? That was just generic will medic? Yeah, sure. Steadfast it is. Beautiful mission. How much meld did we get? 29 meld. Some damaged stuff to sell off. An intact flight computer. Mwah. So we've got a little bit to contend with here. In the base management, in the grand strategy section, we've got the covert operation in 4 days. We should have loads of guys back by then, unless we have another major mission right at the end of the month, which we really shouldn't. We've got alien biocybernetics coming up. I had like a little spiel written that I was going to talk about during the last mission, but the last mission went so smoothly and went so quickly that there just wasn't enough time to talk about it. But there probably won't be enough time to talk about it here either. But essentially, I've noticed a lot of my play and my advice is quite inconsistent and contradictory, especially when it comes to like overall priorities or what materials I'm wanting to save. So my point is that I really don't know the hard numbers behind things. So I know I wanted to do this, codename Shiva. Dr. Bros' suppositions about the capabilities of the meld substance, that we can build mechanical people who can go about in suits and beat people up and use flamethrowers and big mechanical fists. I like those suppositions, Dr. Bros. Prepare for a little bit of a big clang. So we can now build Mech 1 Wardens. They are not that tough in themselves, but they are still a massive step up from normal human skin and bones and muscles. Mech warfare systems in the foundry, which will unlock these flamethrowers and big fists and everything else. Advanced surgery, which is what we are saving up our those two things, like the alien surgery and the alien something or other in the grey market. We need 14 of each of these. So we're not getting this anytime soon. That will help us with healing times. And the cybernetics lab, it's what's required to make this all worthwhile. So we will be building this as soon as possible. But what to research next? So here's what I was going to say during the mission. My point is that I really don't know the hard numbers behind anything. So I know we're short of money to do everything we want to do. And I know more satellites over more continents would give us more money. But I don't know how much more money it would give us. And I don't know how much we'd need to spend on air defense. Like how many more laser cannons would we need? For example, we are barely holding on our own continent, and we've only got 2 laser cannons. We need more laser cannons to defend our own continent, never mind expanding to North America, which is where we'd go next. So with the profit and security from taking North America with however many new interceptors, would that be more helpful than getting access to mechs potentially months earlier? Like this is June. I didn't have access to mechs before like October in games I've played in the past. We've beelined straight towards them here. So, I don't know, we'll see. Like, what about early psychics? Like, they're like, if there's a bottleneck in the late game, it's always not having a highly trained psychic enough to do the final mission. So really, that's what I'm going to get to work on at the moment. It's not more air, it's not, you know, advanced weapons in Gauss. I'm going to go psychics with a sectoid autopsy. Just to make sure that we are not caught out at the end game. Also, I just mentioned Gauss there. We could probably have Gauss right now if we beelined it. We'd have to take experimental warfare now, but then that would open up Gauss weapons. And they are a decent bit better than laser weapons. They only do 1 damage overall more than laser weapons, but they give us a new rocket launcher, which is notably better than the default rocket launcher. They give us a sniper rifle, which has heat ammo by default, which is amazing. And instead of giving us plus 10 accuracy, they give us plus damage reduction, which is great for when having to deal with stuff like cyber discs and mechtoids that are coming up. So we do definitely want Gauss quite soon. But still, I'm going for psychic. And also, on Gauss, we could have skipped laser weapons altogether and gone straight for Gauss. But then, if we'd gone straight for Gauss, that would have taken more time, and we wouldn't have had all our cool armor, and we probably would have ended up with a lot more than 1 dead soldier. Overall, I'm happy with the path we're taking at the moment, but time will tell whether it was the right one. So at the moment, we're going to cut up 6 sectoids. Or rather, we are. Dr. Inst is.
We've made a number of interesting discoveries based on the autopsy results of the alien specimen you brought back. The research team is now referring to this particular variation as a sectoid, based on the unusual structure of its internal organs, which we believe to be the product of genetic manipulation. As we've seen in the field, this species also seems to harbor some sort of telepathic ability.
It's this telepathic ability that is the reason we're researching it at the moment, because once this is done in 3 days, that will unlock for us Xenopsionics, I think it's called. That gives us a Scilab. We can build the Scilab there, and then we can start sending people in for testing. So what we need to do right now is get a cybernetics lab. They cost 300. Yep. So we are going to have to sell quite a bit. 299 credits worth of stuff, in fact. So there's an easy start here. Damage stuff. Complete. 225 or 226 things to go. Now, it's the alien stasis tanks and alien surgeries which are now relevant to us that I was talking about. But we need 14 of each, I'm pretty sure. So the way I view it is that you roughly get them at the same rate. So we could sell 3 of those and it would take us no more time to actually get to alien surgery.
Doing some tests right now that could be disruptive. I'm going to alert the staff as a precaution.
Yeah, you just had to alert me first when I was talking to people. Anyway, so what I'm inclined to do is sell more of these in like a 1-to-1 ratio. Should I go for another one? What else do we have? Because as you saw with how we were saving those sectoid corpses, that it actually takes quite a few corpses to do an autopsy, and then to do an interrogation, and then to spend on specific things. Like for example, these chrysalid carcasses, we want to be really saving for chitin plating that gets unlocked later. I want to save thin men corpses for chem grenades. Cyber disc wrecks and drone wrecks are useful for stuff. I can't remember exactly what right now. Floater corpses are useful as well. We still need to do the autopsy on them. but we've got so many of them. Do I want to go all the way? Not just yet. We're going to need extra money anyway. I'm going to sell one more each of the surgeries and stasis
Let's
tanks.
just hope we can keep the people in those cities calm. The last thing we need is outright chaos.
But the first thing we need, Central Officer Archon, is a cybernetics lab. And in 3 weeks, we will be able to start... See, that's why you have to go for these early as well. That was... We are not even halfway on the genetics lab. It's still 12 days out. That satellite nexus is going to take ages as well. Cybernetics lab is still 3 weeks away. We won't see mechs for 3 weeks, and then potentially 5 days after that, as people get chopped up. Now in here, we can now start building these, but that costs as well. How long will it take? I can't tell. I can't tell without the money. But that's going to take a lot of alloys, a lot of meld, a lot of Illyrium. This is why I've been saving them. I want at least... And for Mech 2s, you need to spend a Mech 1 suit as well. So eventually we'll have to get, like, say, 8 of these if we want 8 high-level mechs. Which we can do because it's normal mode rather than hard mode. So anyway, that is being quite a bit of waffle at the moment. I'm content to go on to the covert operation before having to think about... And if we get the covert operation and potentially get a load of cash from it, that'll be perfect. If we can have no mission apart from the covert operation in the next 3 days, and then the council report as well, that'll be perfect. Come on, XCOM. Show me what you've got. That is not a good deal for meld. 4 meld for 45. As opposed to what we could sell it for 28. That's not really worthwhile a deal, to be honest. Sectoid autopsy complete. So we've cut up some sectoids. They are aliens, they are psychics. That's nothing we didn't already know, but xenosonics, that's a priority. That's fair enough. That'll unlock our psychic potential, our potential to turn everything purple. So there we go, Captain Shimmed here just in time for the covert operative. What type of mission is it, Doctor? Data recovery, that's what I like to see. So a full squad of 8 and an urban large structure, we are off to save Specialist Dre, who we've just dumped somewhere. He's barely been promoted from a rookie, and we just go, no Dre, you go off to, I think it was Nigeria, wasn't it? No, we're just going to dump you in fucking Nigeria, and then we'll send 8 of our best to go rescue you. So here we are with a reasonably experienced squad, but not the complete A-team. Because we've seen the Exalt mission so far, the only real wounds we've taken are when I've done something completely stupid, like leave Gob right on the other side of the map to the rest of the team. Exalt haven't really yet caught up to us in tech. I think we are still the dominant human fighting force on planet Earth, or something. That sounds about right. Yeah, M-Kom, woo! As much as I'd like to take Garav and his Sentinel, I'm quite afraid that Garav will just get up to the highest rank and then just waste like all that experience when Yosef could be getting it. So we've got Rev, we've got Shamed commanding, we've got Cheeky with a very cheeky arc thrower. Like I've said before, you cannot capture Exalt troops themselves, but if you stun them with an arc thrower, you can steal their weapons. And more laser rifles at this point in time would actually be quite useful for us, not only in terms of being able to accept requests for them, but it would actually offer us a lot more flexibility in our loadouts as well. So, bit of a cheeky arc thrower. And yeah, otherwise it's mostly standard. Taking extra ammo in Yosef rather than the laser sight for a change, because Yosef now has suppression, now has lock and load. He can keep suppressing all day long, as can Shamed with Danger Zone, as can Chief Savage Man. They've all got ammo on them. Medkit's on Lurtz, medkit on Revolutionary Rebel by default because he's a medic. He's got 2 smokes, he's got 2 flashbangs, utility coming along. No shredders on Banksy, because I find cover destruction a lot more useful against Exalt than shredders. But Rocketeers are useful nevertheless. So let us head off. Take the Sky Ranger. Is it Nigeria? We're saving Private Dre. That's quite a good memory. Is that Nigeria though? That looks just Central Sahara to me. Oh, it's this one.
Operating out of Nigeria. Strike 1 will have to protect against any hostile activity while the data is being secured.
So this map can go either way for me, but I forgot it was an urban large structure. This can be really awkward depending on where you spawn. Vanilla spawn is down this way to the bottom right of this image. Our sniper could take the roof, of course. There was a cheeky Kestrel armor in there, so Darflouts could head up the roof. But I will handle all this tactical analysis next time as we return to Operation Bloody Fear. I'll see you then.